Hello YouTube, welcome to Gaming Vedas, and today we are going to see a 4v4 turtle strategy. We are playing as Portuguese, Dutch and two Indians, and our opponents are China, Japan, Russia and French. So first of all, our strategy will be we'll be holding any kind of rush that comes to us, and after that we will adopt a boom strategy, and in AOE3 we will prepare a joint combo. In the end of this video we will show you deck of each player. Since this is Texas and we are having two Indians, so it's important to catch all the cows which are present on the map. So currently in the starting of the game you have to collect treasures, you have to collect some cows if they are, and if you are India especially you need cows. Also, if you see, Texas is a map in which we have herdables are far away from the town center. So if you see, we are focusing to get the hunts near to our town center so that food doesn't fall short of in around Middle Ages till the time we set up our own mills. All in all, what we will follow, the Dutch will prepare scums, because Dutch can only prepare scums or pikes. Pikes are good unit, but they are not as versatile as musketeers. So we will be asking our Dutch mate to make scums, and we all will make musketeers to protect them. Explaining the deck of each civilization really takes time because we have to do it for India, Dutch and Portuguese, and we have to explain the sequence of the cards and also why we choose that sequence only, and we have to link with our boom strategy. So that part of the video will be taken at the end, so do watch this video till the end so that you can get the exact card strategy also. Since this is Texas, so we already have two outposts and one barrack free of cost, so we don't have to worry about making barracks in age 2. So we will try to age up as early as possible but without compromising on eco. So thus for Portuguese we will be having 14 villagers age up, and same will be true for other civilizations. The Portuguese has age up, and still in the opponents only one has age up, so we are not expecting too early rush. So Portuguese guy has started to prepare musketeers. One India has not started to make any army. Another India also has no plan to prepare army. The Dutch has also started to prepare scums. So right now we have musketeers,
Commando,
only one, and scums already we have in our match. Now others have also started to age up. Musketeers are coming. Scums are already here. Let's prepare some walls so that we can hold them if they are rushing, at least for some time. Alright, so we can see some pikemen coming out here to stop our wall, but at this point of time the Portuguese guy has enough musketeers, so these pikes doesn't look any problem. However, somewhat they have interfered in the process of making walls, but they have to retreat finally, so we can now continue to prepare our walls. Let's complete the wall, whatever is remaining. Now these musketeers should be placed just in front of wall, and constant musketeers should be ongoing. Scums are producing continuously. If this wall somehow we manage to make, then maybe we have a more stronger defense.
See?
More musketeers come to rescue, more sepoys are here. Here comes another wave. Now they have flamethrower. That can be a problem to us. Somehow this cab also got inside our base just because of one pillar. Not good for us.
Preparado.
The musketeer guy is on for the hussars. The wall is broken. Now at this point there is a little danger for us. We are not sure what will happen. They have starlets, they have musketeers. Chinese is there, Japanese is there, so it's a combined rush of all the four civilizations. At this point of time, the biggest problem for us is the flamethrower, because that is only a real danger to Dutch scums. At this point of time, the Portuguese wants to somehow break that flamethrower, but in that case, it's all musketeers around the town, and that will be a real danger for these scums because they will be left alone. So any type of gap can be a real danger for these scums. This army is standing in between two watchtowers, so that is very advantageous for us because none of them has siege units, and watchtower can alone take care of them. Now we have control over our base, but now it's important to kill as much as possible the retreating units because later on these will again come. Now since the enemy units have retreated from our base, so it's important to rebuild our eco and continuously make units. They are trying to raid with caps, but since we are covered with walls, so we have a advantage here. All the areas have now been covered by walls. The only remaining point is this. This rhino can take care of the two hussars. Now if both of these layers of walls will complete, then it will be safe for scums to just stand behind the walls and hit any siege unit coming from the other side. At this point of time, the sepoys are out for Chinese cap, but there is lot of infantry here, so it is not a wise decision to sacrifice sepoys for so much of less quantity of cap. Now at this place we can see Ashigaru is taking down our walls, but we have finisher on the other side of wall. There is no way this Ashigaru can cross the wall, so they have gone back, a wise decision from them. The problem with current enemy attack is that they have two cannons and we have nothing to take care of them. And at this point of time, I think what best will be against these cannons is Indian howdahs. So till the time howdahs arrive, we will wait, somehow try to defend, and once these cannons are gone, then we have a chance to fight against them. We have two rhinos which arrived with Indian home city card, so we can try to kill these cannons from them. But there is lots of infantry, so this move are not so helpful. Now we have got the howdahs, so they can take care of these cannons, and once these cannons are down, we have lots of skirmishers, so maybe we have a chance. Now our organ guns have arrived and they don't have any cannons now, and this organ gun is my favorite artillery. They don't cause any kind of overkill, and their effectiveness you can see by flying yellow XPs on enemy units. Now we have enough organ guns, so any kind of enemy infantry is not a problem to us. Now what all we need is to take care of hussars and cannons, and both of which can be done easily by howdahs, and infantry doesn't stand a chance against the organ guns and skirmisher combo.
Preparado. Qual é a sua ordem? Sim?
Olá.
Qual é a sua ordem?
Now we can see that enemy units is getting hand mortars. They are real danger for any kind of artillery, and organ guns are no exception. So at this point of time it's better to think about how to kill these hand mortars, because till the time they are present, our organ guns don't stand a chance against them, and they have a greater range than organ guns. So it's very critical condition for us. So our top priority should be to somehow make them ineffective by disturbing them, and the Dutch is trying to kill them with Wolverine. but somehow we have to take care of them. And if currently it's not possible, so instead of artillery we should go with skirmishers and more cazadors, because artillery don't stand a chance against hand mortars, but infantry can. The Portuguese dragoons are here. The specialty of Portuguese dragoons is that they can have up to 20 range, so I think at this point of time they are in a very good position to counter the hand mortars, and once these hand mortars are down, then we can easily demolish the enemy infantry. These howdahs are trying to kill flaming arrows, and I think the dragoons have done their task, so I think that should be our top priority. Now hand mortars are down, so we should consider moving our organ guns forward. These howdahs are at very strategic positions. They should now take care of these cannons, and once they have finished the cannons, they should return back, because we can infantry can come anytime.
Qual é a sua ordem?
Still, there are some hand mortars present on the map, so it's better to keep the organ guns out of their range and try to kill enemy units which are away from this hand mortar. Now we have completely overpowered them and there is nothing else about this strategy. If you can see, this combo is unbreakable by them, and there are many mistakes that they have also done, like leaving the cannons alone, and their infantry also could not manage properly. They have mainly played with Ashigaru's heavy infantry. Only light infantry was bought by Chinese, but as we know that Chinese cannot actually blink only light infantries. They can win the light infantry along with some other kind of infantry, but what we have currently is we have lots of skirmishers, we have lots of cacciators, we have organ guns, so there is no chance any kind of heavy infantry can do any kind of damage to us. But at this place, if we see score also, then almost we have overpowered them, and I think this game will not last much longer.
Preparado? Qual é a sua ordem?
So that's it, the enemies have resigned. That's the end of this game, and as promised, now let's check at the deck of each player to know what kind of exact strategy we were trying to follow. Starting with the Portuguese, the first card which we will choose will be the Cheap Outpost, because actually these outposts are very useful to stop the initial rush, as initially no one has good siege units like mortars or any kind of artillery, so we will try to make it cheap for the entire team with this card, so that anyone can try to make it if they have enough wood, and it will be very helpful to stop the initial rush. In this game, the Portuguese was not able to prepare any trade post in the starting of the game because of lack of wood in this Texas map. So there will be lack of XP, so what we will have to do is try to save our shipment. So our second shipment will come in age 2, so we will save, and in age 2 we will go for 700 coin. The 700 coin is important because we will age up with 500 food for Portugal, so in that case we have initial food boost which we will get through that crate, and after we order the 700 coin we can continuously mass musketeers. That is around 30 musketeers can be massed, so that is enough for us to defend in H2. So after I order these 700 coins, I will opt for around 4 or 3 villagers on coin constantly, so that coin doesn't fall short of, and we are able to age up also along with musketeers. The third shipment for us will be 700 food, because the initial 500 food is not so much sufficient, as Portugal has to make villagers from 2 town centers because we get free town center which each time we age up. So it's important that we do not have to compensate on villagers, because villagers making with 2 town centers is at most important from Portugal. That is the only advantage of Portugal. So after we order this 700 food, then we can constantly make villagers so that our economy keeps on going while we defend rush with our outpost and musketeers. After we have ordered 700 food, the next card really depends on the situation. Like if the walls are already here, then we can go for team wall HP, or if we have enough villagers and there are no walls currently, so we can go for economic theory card, which will increase the villager gather rate. And after that, it depends on the situation what kind of card we should order. For example, if you have lack of animals and you need to make mills and plantations, then you can go for this one to make cheap mills and plantation. But I would suggest that some cards are must in Portugal. The first one is this Dragoon range card, which increases the Dragoon's range to nearly 20. And for that, you must have upgraded from Arsenal also. And the next card to it is Mortar range increase. That will increase your mortar range to a massive 50 range. That will demolish the enemy base from a very far distance. So I think these 2 cards are the most important for Portuguese. The other cards you may or may not skip depending on the situation and the dynasties or civilizations against which you are playing. The next come the Indians. Both of the Indian civilizations will follow a similar kind of strategy. So this map is Texas, and we know that on Texas we get cows which give XP to India. So the first card which we are going to order is the Sacred Field Rickshaw. It has 2 positive points. That first is it gives a Sacred Field Rickshaw, and second is it adds a healing ability to Sacred Field Rickshaw. Now this healing ability is important if we are playing with high pop and expensive units like Howdah, so definitely this is going to help Indians. So first card will be the Sacred Field Rickshaw. The next card in our deck will be the first stage wood tickle, followed by the second stage wood tickle. After we get both of these tickles, we will have enough wood tickle to keep our villagers going while we make sepoys constantly. So these should be ordered before any other card. The next card should be 5 sepoys, because in later of game we can prepare these sepoys from barracks, so it's no point of ordering them too late. So we will keep these 5 sepoys as our next shipment. And after we get that 5 sepoys, we will go for 2 rhinos. These rhinos are versatile units. If we fall short of any heavy infantry, we will use them as heavy infantry. If we fall short of light infantry, we can use them as light infantry as well. This is mainly because very few units in this Age of Empires have multipliers against these rhinos, so they can go against any kind of units. Our next card will be the 600 coins, and after we ordered 600 coins, we will have enough coin to keep on going with sepoys. And after that 600 coins, it really depends on the strategy and circumstances of the match. But I would prefer the must card for India is the Age 4 1300 wood infinite shipment and the elephant population reduction card, because we will be playing with mainly Howdahs, so this card will help in massing Howdahs. Now let's take a look at the Dutch deck. The only 3 priority cards which you should order in any map is only 3. That will be the 3 villagers card, followed by 700 wood, 700 food. After you order all these 3 cards, you should have 3 or 4 banks. And after you have that situation, then you have enough resources to make continuous skirmishers. Now after you have ordered all the 3 cards, next card really depends on the situation. For example, if you have certain cavalry, you can order 8 pikemans. And if you have enough banks now and you want to build more, then you can go for this unique church, so that you can get 2 more bank limits. And if there is sudden infantry attack, then you can order these 2 outposts which can defend your base. So it really depends on that situation, but if nothing is going on you, there is no rush at all, then you should first focus on making as much as banks as possible. In that case, you should order this unique church card first, and then you should go for the Age 1 bank limit upgradation card, followed by the other cards and as the situation demands. That's the only thing to remember about Dutch. if I say what Dutch should focus is to make as much as banks as possible, because as the mines goes down, only Dutch in the European civilization is able to have coins source because of these banks, so they are most important for Dutch. So these banks cards, that is H1 cards and H2 cards, should be must in any Dutch deck, followed by the fourth H card, which increases the bank gather rate, and of course the two factories. So that's it guys, that is the final deck tutorial. If you like this strategy, you can try it with your teammates. This is really strong strategy, hard to counter. And if you like this video, please do hit the like button, share with your teammates, and please do subscribe to our channel. If you want to learn any other strategy or countering a particular strategy, please mention that in the comment box so we can make a video on that. So thanks for watching Gaming Vedas. See you next time with more interesting videos. And of course the two factories.